All right, everyone. So this is your girl, Jem, just doing something different with you today. Of course, we are here with three of my little chipmunks. And we are just doing a little craft session, for them to enjoy themselves with us here while they're home for the holidays. And of course, it's technically their last day or final day to get things prepared for school. Just about. Well, it's Saturday, so by the time this hits, it's probably a different day. But yeah, so they will be back out to school. But we are actually doing another ceramic craft session. We have, some work that I actually decided that I'll be doing from my end. But of course, the kids want to get involved. So we are doing different features of different pieces of ceramic work. So we're going to be making from vases to handheld. You can use these as trinket boxes or trinket holders, jewelry holders, charms, whatever it is that you might have. It's good to put it on your desk. Those who have their very own office, you can put whatever little stationery items, your paper, pins, tacks, whatever you can put in here. Or you simply can just put it in the home with sand, have sand or get some shells or even stones. Nature lovers will know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's the hand. Of course, this is a set that comes together where we would be putting the face. It's kind of like a vase. If you'd like, you can put dirt and put your little cactus or miniature cactus, whatever it is. Or you can simply use it for pens or pencils on your desk. So this is a face looking that direction there. And, you can put them together, style it how you'd like. So whatever works for you. So we're just showing you what it looks like now. We have different vases, different sorts of molds, all different shapes, sizes, and patterns. So pretty much just showing you what we have before we get into it. All right, so we're going to have each student grab an item today, and then we're going to take it from there. So, of course, we have, did everybody grab their own ceramic piece? Everybody, you grabbed your own? Everybody grabbed their own? Guys, did we all grab our own pieces?
Okay.
Did we grab what we want?
Yes.
Make sure you have what you need.
Okay.
Everybody, you have? All right, so each person has 2 items that they're working on, right?
I have a torso. I have a torso.
All right, good. So I'll work with that vase and the basin for the cup. So of course, everyone, we will be using what we call the Sure Coat plaster. And
It's not flowers.
it takes a little time to mix it, so we're just going to go through the process and show you guys. This I would like to do this part on my own. This is not flour. This is what we call plaster.
It looks
So
like
of course, guys, you'd like to get yourself an old container or something, old pot, whatever you no longer use in the house, and you're gonna take out just about enough of what you need to make whatever. So I would have done these already, so I have an idea. So I use a butter container to measure it. So I do like about 3 or maybe 4 scoops of this. Mix it out. Was anybody counting?
so excited. 3 and 4.
3? How much did I go? 3 or 4?
2, 3.
All right, so we're gonna stop at 4.
That's like 4.
And I don't want your face over this, guys. Let me get this out of the way. So that's what we would have done. Of course, you're gonna need some water. Oops, I am so sorry,
That's
guys.
why you wanted me to get the
So we're gonna
water?
use an old cloth, and we're gonna just dry whatever spillages there are.
Mommy, that's why you wanted the water.
So
from
what I'm gonna do, because it's gonna be a bit lumpy, so what I'm gonna do is just make a little hole in here,
cement.
because this is something that I would have done
And
already,
it looked like cement.
and I knew the outcome. So it's a little bit better that we do the water. So I'm gonna do one water, And I'm going to mix. While I'm mixing, I want one person to put the water in for me.
What?
Be a good sport and put the water in. Sure, yes, don't be shy. Next person. And you're going to have to move quickly. Can't take your time. You have to move really quick. There we go. Next person.
Quickly.
There we go. All right, going to stop a little bit and let me just mix this out.
Now we turn again. Leave it.
All right, so guys, so today we're working with little ones such as Rainbow. Rainbow, you want to say something? I mean, I have the microphone attached to me, but they can hear you. So you can introduce yourself. They're not seeing you. You don't have to be shy. All they're seeing is our feet. I don't know if they're seeing everybody's feet, but they can see what we're doing. So I want you to you're going to shake the camera, guys. Relax, Papa. So we don't want to turn the stand over. So we're going to go around the room. We're going to introduce ourselves. So,
First.
sure, go ahead.
My name is Rainbow, and I'm 8 years old, and I'm going in grade 3 after tomorrow.
Okay, nice job. So Rainbow is going into grade 3. So just before Rainbow gets into her 3rd grade, the new preparation for the new PEP exams here in Jamaica. So a big journey ahead of Rainbow. And of course, Rainbow is 8 years old, and Rainbow is super excited about her grade 3 class. I don't want anyone playing in the water now, please. And then you're splashing it all over the place, which makes no sense. So we went around the room, and of course, Rainbow introduced herself. We're going to have the next person in line introduce himself. Who's that?
Me.
Okay, nice job. Raydan, what are you going to tell everybody about yourself?
My name is Raydan. I am 6 years old, and I am going in grade 1.
Nice. All right, so we have next in line. Raydan, would you like to go next?
My name is Raydan, and I am going to grade 1, and I'm so excited.
Nice job.
I'm 6 years old, and Raydan's my twin brother. Yeah. We almost.
All right, my hand is tired. Can I get a little helper?
Okay. Mommy, it looks pretty. It looks like dough.
So we want it to be creamy. We don't want it to be too watery.
Yeah.
So the thicker, the better.
Yeah.
To prevent the work from being too thin. Keep mixing, Rainbow. You have to mix it hard. Put a lot of muscle work into it.
Look at the dough.
That's fine, guys. I saw you put stuff on the floor to cover it. Shake it a little bit for me, please, Raydan.
Can I shake?
We're working with a whole group. We don't want to be one person doing everything, Rainbow.
Keep going.
So the stuff that we're using are old spoons, old pots. We don't want to use things that we're cooking with. So these are old things that we no longer mix with food, because these are toxic things. We don't want to have food mixed with, chemicals like these, stuff that includes
So we're gonna use
harmful
the old spoons.
ingredients.
Old stuff.
So
old everything.
most people would you like a drill to do this. So as you see, it's taking us a bit of time to do the mixing. So we're going to pause you guys for a little bit and get this mixed out as creamy as we can. And we'll see you back in a few. So as soon as we get this all creamed up, we will return. Guys, say bye for now.
Bye. For now.
Alright guys, so we're back again. It's slightly lumpy, but we wanted to show you guys. We decided we were going to do a little experiment. What I would have done previous ones, if you check out my Instagram page, whimsical workshop, I'm going to include it in the description down below. You can head on over to my art page, where of course your girl is not just a single talented girl. She writes, she does art. You'd have seen where I done my a piece on my dad, Christopher Gonzalez. If not, you definitely want to go on over and check that out. So we have decided that we want to add a little flavor. I would have ordered some, I think it works better with resin, and I think dye works better with plaster. Some people would have said the mica powder works well with plaster. But for me, based on my experience, I've tried multiple times and it was pretty much a waste for me. I would have used one of the little tiny jars. Tiny jar would have been probably about this size, probably an ounce to 2 ounces, if that much. But they're pretty tiny. I'd say probably just an ounce of powder, and you know, to this, this is probably just a gallon of plaster mix, probably less than a gallon, right? And this is more like 2 liters, yeah, so a little less than a gallon, right? However, the mica powder doesn't really work for me. Who wants to mix? My hands are tired. So we've had, you know, working with kids, you experiment a lot in the home with craft stuff, different stuff in the home. And, you know, so I have some dye that we would have utilized from the birthday party that we did. So we're just going to see how well this works. So that's very pretty, guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to work with this. We're experimenting with this to see if the dye works better. Of course, in everything in life that you do is pretty much an experiment. So you have to keep trying until you actually find something that works for you. And when you find that thing that works for you, then you pretty much stop right there. So
Let go.
what we're using here, this is a color leaf green. Of course, any grocery store that sells dyes, food dyes, you can, I mean, any dye you can utilize, but this, I like this, it's pretty cute. So let me give you a hand, guys. So you pretty much mix it in and get whatever you need. You can, we also have blue, so probably another day we do a blue for you, but pretty much today we're just experimenting with this that we have here, because you're looking for cost efficient ways, right? You don't want to buy paint, because of course you buy the plaster, which is not really much money. It's pretty much like probably $10, if that much, $10 US for the 22 pounds of plaster. And I did, so far I've done like 3 sets of these items or 2 sets of these items. If you check my account out, like I said, you would have seen where we did it, and some of that would have been a mixture of damaged items. So we're pretty much just keep trying and trying. At one point I think I'm going to try mixing the plaster with cement to see how well it comes out, but I think, like I said, everything is an experiment. So this dye pretty much is turning out to be perfect.
This dye looks like me.
This looks really good. So, you know, with this, you don't have to dye this. Not dye, you don't have to paint this. You probably just need to get like a spray varnish, which is easier. You get spray varnish and spray them. And you know, to give it that glossy look, or even just a protective covering at the end, because of course, and the plaster, if you put it in the outside, this is something indoor. You wouldn't want to put this outdoors, because if they get wet, it reactivates the plaster, right? So, but this is pretty much creamy. I think I want to go around the room and have my little scallywags participate in giving it a last stir. So scallywag.
Show them.
Scallywag number 1, I think I want to utilize. I think it's a bit lumpy just the same.
Scallywag number 1. I'm scallywag number 2.
Alright guys, so but a good investment, I would say, watchers, a good investment would be to get something to stir this. So if you're even using an old mixer, old cake mixer, or even just to buy a cake mixer for it would work as well. Guys who actually does construction work, you would have seen where they use a drill. So it's easier to use a mixer for the mixing process of this plaster session, because doing it by hand, it's pretty much a tedious step. It takes a lot of energy and takes a while to mix, so like a good 15 minutes to have it mixed out. Alright, so we're going to take a break again, and I'm going to allow these little ones to go ahead and just mix until we get this thinned out, and then by the time we return, you will indeed see where we are going to be doing pouring the items, pouring the mixture into the items, all right, into the molds. So we'll be right back. All right, so what we need to do is we're going to turn our items upside down. We're going to flip side them.
Mine's the correct way already.
All right.
They're both the correct way.
Go back some more, Danny.
Upside down.
Go beside
down.
both so you can have space.
So we're gonna do.
Rain, you need to go. You need to come around so Dan can get some space.
Mommy, we're gonna scoop and pour.
So, all right, Denny. Here, Denny, you work on this side. So we're gonna scoop. And here's what you're going to do. So you're going to take your time and you're going to scoop and you're going to pour it in gently. If you see where it fills up, then you stop. Allow it to run down on the inside. Once it has run down on the inside and you see where it's gone down, then you pour some more. And you can gently give it a little shake to make sure it's going down in the areas, the crevices. I can do that part for you guys if you want me to. If you need the help, let me know. All right, take your time. I think I want you guys to come over some more so they can actually see what you guys are doing.
Wait, can they see what I'm doing?
All right, so boys, you might probably want to come and face the camera here. So Denny, you might want to come around so they can see you.
Okay, but my God, I can't read. My girl torso already have some inside.
So take your time.
I love this artwork so much, Mommy. Thanks for making us do it.
Take your time.
I dropped it.
Alright guys, so we're going to take a break with the camera work. Guys, we'll see you back in a few. Hands are like messy and so forth. So we'll be back. Say bye.
Bye.